What's going on, guys? It's your boy NTG back at again with another video. Today's podcast, we're going to be talking about sleep. Now, this is a sleeper one right here, no pun intended. But no, I had this conversation with the academy a long time ago, a few months ago, and I told them that I would drop a sleep podcast, trading psychology video, because sleeping is very underrated. I think we're in an era now where we put so much emphasis on working hard, getting no sleep. You should just be working, grinding, wake up early in the morning, grind again, eat, grind again, get no sleep. And so I really want to talk about the importance of sleep and how it actually affects your trading. This is a deeper route into trading that, like I said, we do not talk about this stuff. It's always going back to strategy, and that's it. But we don't ever talk about, the mental part of trading and, making sure that you are mentally capable of making the right decisions in trading. And a lot of that has to do with poor sleep, poor diet. There's a lot of things that I know it doesn't seem like it relates to trading, but I promise you guys it does. These characteristics. And I'm also going to have another podcast talking about character as well and how that also affects trading. So why do I want to talk about this? Because sleep is important. It's literally, it should be the upper echelon of your priority. It's sleep. Why do we need sleep? Because sleep is everything, right? So we're going to talk about why sleep is important. The first thing, of course, it repairs the body. You need to sleep in order to recover. Recovery is so important because you want to be able to function throughout the day. If you're not getting sleep, you're not going to be able to function properly. I understand you may go through on social media and you look at the, you see the little Instagram reels. You may see someone with a hoodie and they're running. It's nighttime outside, or they're doing push-ups, and the caption says "work hard." But it's just not about just grinding out, right? It's not just about the work. It's about balance and making sure you're also sleeping as well. Because if you're not sleeping, how are you trading? Like, it's just as simple as that. How are you able to make the correct decisions and you're tired, you're exhausted? How are you able to think properly when you're exhausted? There's a lot of mental magnitude that goes into trading. And so you have to make sure like you are rested. This is so important, guys. And I promise you guys, if you guys are getting good sleep, your overall function in the day is completely different. So why do we need to sleep, right? It repairs the body. It improves learning and memory. If you're not sleeping, you're going to be struggling to remember things. You're going to be struggling to remember how to set your TPs, or you're going to make like small errors. Maybe I know there's a lot of times where you guys probably have made small mistakes of like putting your stop loss in the wrong place, putting your TP in the wrong place. Maybe you entered something that you thought was your entry confirmation, but it really wasn't. And you went back to the charts and you looked at it and you're like, oh, why did I enter that? That wasn't even an entry confirmation, right? Or, you can't make the correct judgment on your trade. You don't know if you should hold your trade. You don't know if you should close it. Your mind, it feels like your mind cannot come up with the correct conclusions, the correct on-the-spot judgment. And then so what this happens is it creates higher levels of stress as well. So when you're not sleeping, you're getting a higher level of stress. Okay, that's why we need to sleep, because sleep lowers stress levels. Now, if you're stressed all the time, that's also going to impact your trading. More on the side of trading psychology, but that's going to impact your trading overall if you are stressed. Like, have you guys tried to trade while you're working stressed? I know you have, because you've done it before, and it has not worked out well for you. When you are in high levels of stress, it's extremely hard to make rational decisions when you are in high stress. So simple things of like, you should be closing your trade when it's losing, right? It's your 50 pips and drawdown. You got confirmation to close your trade. This is ending trade. But what are you doing? You're making irrational decisions. You're trailing your stop loss. You're bringing it down more, Now it's 70 pips, 80 pips drawdown, 100 pips. You refuse to close your trade just because you cannot make rational decisions. You're exhausted. You're tired. You're frustrated. You're upset at the market, and you mentally cannot accept that loss. And a lot of that has to do with you not being able to sleep. Your brain is in high stress, and it cannot navigate what's going on in the situation. And the market moves fast. So you guys trade, the market moves really fast. And sometimes the market moves so fast that you can't even make a decision on time because it's just moving. And so you kind of just accept the reality. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to let this blow my account, or I'm going to just let this fail my challenge. I don't care anymore. I'm already stressed with work and all these things. And then I'm only getting like 3 hours of sleep at night. You see how this mental fortitude can literally tragically end your trading career. It can end your trading career that way. Just alone because you're not getting sleep. Sleep is overall important for everything, right? It improves creativity. Okay. It supports development. Okay. Maintaining your immune system. Sleep is everything, right? There's a lot of things I can list to why we need sleep. And that has to go with your trading. You do not want to trade in a fatigued body. This will devastate all your trades. I promise you guys. It's important for you guys to sleep. I know, like I said, we live in an era where it's hard work over everything. You should be like, I know you guys hear about people saying, oh, if you're broke, you shouldn't be sleeping. Why are you sleeping if you're broke? I know there's a metaphor behind that, of course, but don't take it literally. Like, you still should be sleeping. You cannot succeed without being rested. You cannot succeed without being repaired, and you're mentally in the good, and you can't reach those levels if you're not sleeping properly. Okay? Because if you're not sleeping, that increases anxiety. It increases depression, mental health problems. It can cause mood swings. A lot of you guys struggle with mood swings, especially when you're trading. If you're not sleeping, you're going to be more exposed to mood swings. You're going to get headaches. You're going to have poor vision. There's a lot of things that can happen if you're not getting enough sleep. And I'm telling you, trading with anxiety, trading with depression, or any other mental health problem is a serious issue, guys. And a lot of that stems from sleep. Now, it may not be everyone's case, right? Maybe you guys are getting enough sleep and you're still struggling with that. That can be something else different. But based off stats, that is more likely that it's because you're not getting enough sleep. You're not emphasizing your sleep, guys. When you guys go to bed, you guys are on your phones, or you're scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, whatever social media platform. Maybe you're on the charts for too long. You have that grind mentality. You're trying to back test till 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning type of thing. But all of this stuff that you guys are doing that's exhausting your body is going to backfire. And then eventually what's going to happen is you're going to experience burnout. Okay. I know I don't have that'll be a good podcast as well, talking about burnout. But eventually, right, if you're not getting enough sleep, you're going to run into a burnout phase. And that burnout phase makes or breaks traders. So you guys want to make sure that we are continuing to get good sleep. Do not fall into the trap of, I can't sleep. I can only 4 hours of sleep is good enough. 3 hours of sleep is good enough. And I wake up just fine. Okay. Yeah. Maybe you get 3 hours of sleep and you feel fine. You feel good. On the long run, guys, I promise you, when you're not sleeping, you're going to run into health issues. You will. Even though you feel good, you're like, NTG, I can sleep 3 hours. I can skip a whole night of sleep and feel good the next morning. Yes, but it's not good for your health, especially if you do it in the long-term run. It's not good for your health, guys. Sleeping is so important. Now, you shouldn't abuse sleep, right? You shouldn't be sleeping too much or taking too much naps and things like that. But when you are exercising sleep properly, this is going to better your future overall. You're going to feel good when you're sleeping, right? When you wake up, you're going to feel energetic. You're going to feel like you can make the correct decisions. You will be in a better mood. So there's less like mood swings. You won't have anxiety trading. You won't feel anxious and trying to get into a trade. You know, you won't be dealing with too much depression. You know, you'll feel good at work. You'll feel alive. You'll feel awake. There's a lot of things that the benefits come from sleeping well. And when you're sleeping well, your trading improves overall. So like I said, I know this is a small detail that we're talking about, and you feel like, oh, sleep has nothing to do with trading, but it has a lot to do with trading, especially on the lower side. If you're not sleeping, this can reduce your memory. This can reduce your ability to make judgment. And when it comes to trading, you have to make judgments. That's like the number one thing. You have to make decisions on the spot and sometimes quickly. And so if you are falling behind in that and you're tired all the time, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to be making a bunch of mistakes. You're going to be losing a lot of trades. And then that's when all that anxiety, that depression, all those mood swings they're all going to kick in right after everything. Okay. Now, I know we've been talking about like why sleep is important and what happens if you're not getting enough sleep. So let's go into a little bit of like how to sleep better. Okay. So how can you sleep better? Of course, go to bed early. Now, some of you guys may not be able to go to bed early. Maybe you can't force yourself to sleep. Well, I would go on, store. If you can go to your pharmacy, you can go to Walmart. You can go on Amazon, whatever you can order. You can order something that will help you sleep. Okay. Now there is some like things you can take for that will help you sleep better, and will put you in a better mood. I know there's like drinks, there's lotions, there's oils. There's a lot of different ways where you guys can help enhance your sleep and not only fall asleep faster, but also get into a deeper sleep. Okay. Another thing you want to do is avoid big meals right before bed. So try not to eat before you go to sleep. You want to eat a few hours before you go to bed. Maybe some of you guys deal with like hunger craves in the middle of the night. I know there's a case where some of you guys have to eat before you go to bed. If you do, make sure it's not too big of a meal. But you want to avoid that. What also helps us sleep is exercising regularly. So make sure you guys are at the gym, exercising hard. This will drastically improve your sleep. So if you feel like you're going to bed and you have a lot of energy, or you feel like, you're trying to go to sleep, but you would rather be doing push-ups, you have to be exercising. You can start going to the gym, start running, start doing some weightlifting. At least 25 to 45 minutes a day in the gym is completely good. That will get you right. Okay. Make sure you guys are not on your computers or on your cell phones. If you find yourself not being asleep, hopping on TikTok or Instagram is not going to help. Okay. It's just going to prolong. You're going to lose sleep. And then you're just going to be staring at that blue light screen all day, which is also not healthy as well. So scrolling through TikTok and Instagram, you're going to find yourself scrolling for hours. And then eventually it's going to be like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And then you're only going to end up getting like 2 to 3 hours of sleep. So make sure you guys are not on your phones, not on your computers. What helps me is putting on some like meditation music, nothing too loud, something to like really relax me. With dim lighting, some meditation may also help some of you guys, but that's also good as well. Like I said before, very calm music with like maybe waterfalls, just simple tones, something that's not like really upbeat, that will hype your brain up a little bit, hype your body up. So you guys can do that as well. And another thing that I like to do as well is make sure my bedroom is cold. Now, I'm a hot body when I sleep, so my room has to be really, really cold. I even sleep with a fan as well. And if you guys do get hot, I suggest buying a fan too. Your ceiling fan may not be enough. You may need to put a fan next to your bed so you can have that. That the fan also helps with noise too as well. Fans, I think it's white or brown noise. I can't remember off the top of my head, but the fan has a sound. It's either brown noise or white noise. That noise actually helps a lot of people sleep, so that can also benefit you as well with having a fan. Make sure your room is dark and extremely cold, because that will help you sleep a lot longer, stay in your sleep, and also, before you go to bed, that will help as well. So, just doing those little things there. Also drinking water. Don't drink too much water before you go to bed. You get very dehydrated, so drinking a nice cool glass of water before you go to bed is definitely needed. Make sure you guys have a bedtime routine. What else can it be? Make sure you guys have a comfortable bed. So make sure you guys have sheets, good pillows. This is important. Okay, this is the one time I'll tell you guys, don't take the cheap route when it comes to your sleep. Okay, don't go to like Walmart or something like that, or you order some like plastic sheets, some plastic hotel sheets for like $20, and you guys are sleeping on that. That is not good. It's not good for your skin, and it doesn't feel good when you sleep. So really invest in some really good sheets. They're gonna cost you some money. It is up to like $200 some. Yes, get a nice comforter, but it's worth it, right? It's only a one-time purchase. The sheets that I like to sleep with is bamboo. So if you guys want to research on getting bamboo sheets, 100% bamboo sheets, they are the most comfortable. They're cooling as well. So they take away the heat from when you sleep, so it makes you feel cooler at night. They don't feel cheap. They're great material, one of the best materials to sleep in. So you'll definitely see bamboo sheets in like very high class hotels and things like that. So bamboo sheets is one thing you can look into getting a nice comforter, and getting some good pillows, guys. Getting some like memory foam pillows, something that's very comfortable for how you sleep. So if you're like a side sleeper or you sleep on your back, those are things. Try to avoid sleeping on your stomach, guys. It's not good for you. So those are things you should take in consideration. Like I said, don't get too soft pillows that don't support your neck and your spine. Like I said, don't buy cheap sheets. Okay, invest in some really good sheets so you're actually comfortable. You feel good when you lay down in bed and you can sleep properly. So that may be your case too. You may not be sleeping well because you do not have the right material that you should be sleeping on. Okay, so like I said, get those things, look into it. You guys can also do your own research, with heavy food at night, blue lights, caffeine. You want to cut off caffeine, stress, all those other things that, take away from your sleep versus having better sleep, right? Which is what I told you guys, waking up in the morning, exercising, getting a nice glass of water, a cold room, maybe some slow, nice, calming music, nice material, sheets, good pillows, those things like that. If you have to use like a supplement to help you sleep, that's also available as well. So kind of just navigate what you can do to sleep properly. But I promise you guys, if you guys are sleeping properly, you're getting the correct hours of sleep, your trading is going to improve, your decision making is going to improve, you're going to experience less depression, less anxiety, less stress, and there's just a lot of benefits that come with sleeping better and sleeping more. So if you guys want to touch up more on the subject on sleeping, we can definitely do that on stream. If you guys have any other questions as far as like how you can sleep better with other tools or what I personally use, like I said, or you can just do your own research. There's a lot of outlets there, videos that you can watch, You can read up on research papers on sleep and things like that, so you guys can be aware of these things. So we got to emphasize sleep, guys. As a professional trader, you want to be able to sleep properly, okay? So not just with trading, with everything in general, whatever career field you do, you have to sleep. You know, going from, you know, a fitness trader, truck driver to a surgeon, you know, sleeping is so important. So we have to be able to get our sleep, because if you're doing like a very tedious job that requires a lot of concentration, you have to sleep. And I know there's some professional jobs out there that they have certain schedules and certain days that you work just so you are sleeping. All right, guys. So keep that in mind. Make sure you guys are sleeping well. Like I said, if you guys need a rerun this podcast, go ahead and do that. Do your own research and get your sleep. All right, you guys. So I got some more podcasts coming out soon. Like I said, I'm going to be touching up on character, and there's a lot of other podcasts that I'm going to talk about soon so that we can improve our trading. All right, you guys. So it's your boy NTG. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.